When peace feels unfamiliar, restoration begins here. This is P.I.P.E Podcast.
Welcome back to P.I.P.E Podcast. I'm Ann. Today, I want to talk about something that I carried for most of my life: control. For years, I thought controlling everything around me would keep me safe. I thought if I could just hold everything together, fix every problem, and keep everyone happy, then maybe nothing bad would happen. What I didn't realize is trying to control everything was the very thing that was stealing my peace. But looking back now, I understand why I lived that way. I was afraid. I was afraid of losing people, losing things that I loved. I was afraid that if I stopped holding everything together, everything would fall apart. Control became my security blanket. Or at least that's what I believed. The truth is, it gave me a false sense of security. Because no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't control life. I couldn't control people, and I definitely couldn't control tomorrow. So eventually, life reminded me of that. There was a season when I lost the home I was renting and had fought so hard to keep. I remember sitting there wondering, where are my children and I going to go? I was exhausted. The stress became so overwhelming that anxiety became part of my everyday life. There wasn't much peace to be found. But I kept going because that's what I always done. I survived, but inside, I was falling apart. Then another battle came. I developed fibroids. The pain was intense. The bleeding was often. I lived with it for years. Somewhere during that season, I developed an addiction that I never told anyone about. Cornstarch. I know that sounds strange, but somehow it became the thing I reached for when I felt overwhelmed. I hid it. I was embarrassed. I kept telling myself, I can stop at any time. But I couldn't. For almost 3 years, it had a hold on me. Eventually, my health became so poor, I ended up in the hospital. I needed a blood transfusion. While lying there in that hospital bed, I finally realized I couldn't fix this. I couldn't control this. I couldn't fight this by myself anymore. For the first time, I completely surrendered. I prayed, Lord, remove this cup from me. Not my way, your way. And God answered. He took away my desire for the cornstarch. He healed my fibroids. But he didn't just heal my body. He healed something much deeper. He healed my need to carry everything alone. And that was the moment my trust in him became greater than my trust in myself. People often ask me, what's the difference between giving up and surrendering? To me, giving up feels hopeless. Giving up feels I can't do this anymore. But surrender says, God, I know you can. Giving up leaves you defeated. Surrender leaves you lighter. One of the scriptures that carried me through that season is Galatians 6 and 9. Let us not grow weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. That verse reminded me God wasn't finished. Even when I couldn't see him working, he was working. Today, I don't spend my days trying to control what other people think. I don't spend my nights worrying about outcomes I can't change. I'm learning to release those things to God. And the amazing thing is, the more I let go, the more peace he gives me. My relationships are healthier, not because everyone changed, but because I changed. I don't have to explain every decision. I don't have to convince everyone to understand me. I simply trust God with the process. There's a story in Genesis that has become very meaningful to me. Hagar. When life became too painful, she ran. Isn't that what we do? We run. We panic. We try to escape. And we try to fix everything ourselves. But God met Hagar exactly where she was. He saw her. He heard her. He provided for her. And that's the kind of God we serve. He doesn't wait until we have everything together. He meets us right in the middle of our mess. If you're listening today and you're exhausted from trying to hold everything together, I want to ask you a question. Are you really happy? Do you have peace? Or are you simply surviving? Maybe today is the day you stop carrying what was never yours to carry. Jesus said, "Come unto me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." His yoke is easy. His burden is light. I wish I had surrendered years earlier. I wish I had understood that God never asked me to carry the weight of the world. He only asked me to trust him. If I could sit beside the younger version of myself, the woman who believed she had to carry everything alone, I would hold her hand and say, "Anne, you are not alone. This isn't your battle." Take a deep breath, let go, let God, and everything is going to be all right. Today, I know where my help comes from. I don't have to fight every battle. I don't have to control every outcome. Because the God who carried me then is still carrying me now. And He's strong enough to carry whatever has been breaking you. So thank you for spending this time with me today. And remember, what you're connected to will either build your life or break it. Choose faith, choose surrender, choose peace, and most importantly, plug into positive energy. I'll see you next time.
Thank you for sitting with us today, where restoration begins.